essential skill to have a player in your team who can kick penalties and be very confident about doing so. I think each player has to have their own, the psychology of the kick is as much as the actual practice of it. I think it's important when you're practicing penalties as well, not to be taking maybe 8 or 10 in a row and say if you get 2 or 3 good ones in the middle of it, that's fantastic. I think really taking penalties in practice should be a one-off. You get one, you go for it. Do you score it or do you miss it? Because that's what's going to happen in the game. So I think if people who are going to practice their penalties, that's what they should be at. In playing in the normal practice, then stop for a second, get the penalty, have a shot. Do you get the score or do you not? And each player is a different style, but ultimately some of the key skills are going to be the same. Obviously, keeping the ball low is what would be recommended by all penalty takers, because the goalkeeper has to get further down to get to it. Picking a side, being confident about, not changing your mind in the run-up. I suppose how the player opens or closes their body on the run-up to the ball will give the goalkeeper some indication of where the ball might like to go. So really astute goalkeepers will read the penalty kicker's body language, and that's important that you try and disguise that if you can at all until the last minute. But those are some of the things that a penalty kicker needs to be thinking about if he wants to be successful. People need, I suppose, be ice cool, because Stephen O'Neill comes to mind for us, and back a few years ago he hit 3 in the 2005 campaign against different teams, and even though he knew that these would be on TV and people would be able to study where he put them, he still was confident enough to put them tight into the corner, and that's when they were from 13 metres as well. Now they're 11, so actually there's a bit of advantage for the kicker now. But yes, you need a nice cool mentality, you need confidence in your own ability to do it, and you need to try and take the kind of kick that's going to be most difficult for the goalkeeper to get to. And I believe that's keeping it as low as possible to the ground, picking a particular side, taking it as near to the post as possible and hitting it very hard. I mean, that's a brave menu to have to come up with, but if we want to be good enough to beat the quality goalkeepers that are around today, then you need to be thinking along those lines.